There is a kind of exhaustion that sleep cannot fix. Not the tiredness that comes from long days or too much work or not enough rest. The kind that comes from performing, from maintaining something that was never true to begin with. From waking up every single day and putting on a version of yourself that does not match what is actually living inside you. That is the exhaustion I am carrying right now. I have been pretending for a long time, longer than I would like to admit to anyone, including myself. Pretending that I moved on, pretending that the distance between us stopped hurting somewhere along the way, pretending that I rebuilt myself into someone who no longer turns toward you like a habit they cannot name. And I was convincing. I want you to know that. I was genuinely, thoroughly convincing. To the people around me, to anyone watching from the outside, to everyone who asked how I was doing and received an answer that sounded like someone who had actually figured out how to stop caring. But not to myself. Never to myself. Because pretending to someone else only requires the right words and the right expression and the right amount of time before you change the subject. Pretending to yourself requires something you cannot actually manufacture. And I have been failing at it privately every single day. The truth is, I care. I care in ways that did not shrink when I needed them to shrink. In ways that did not respond to time the way everyone promised me time would make them respond. In ways that are still just as present and just as heavy and just as completely yours as they were on the day I first understood what caring about you actually meant. I tried everything that is supposed to work. Staying busy, building new routines, filling the hours with enough noise that the quiet ones stopped feeling so loud. Talking to people who told me what I was supposed to hear, reading things that promised steps and stages and a final destination called not caring anymore. And none of it worked. Not because I did not try hard enough. I want to be clear about that. I tried with everything I had. I showed up for every technique and every distraction and every well-meaning piece of advice with complete and honest effort. It just did not work because caring about you is not a problem to be solved. It is something that lives in me and has decided it is not leaving on anyone's timeline, including mine. There were days I almost believed my own performance. Days where the pretending got so polished and so consistent that I could feel the gap closing between the version I was showing and the version I was hiding. I would think, maybe this is it. Maybe this is what moving on actually feels like from the inside. Maybe I am finally becoming someone who genuinely does not carry this anymore. And then something small would happen. A song, a certain quality of light in the late afternoon, someone laughing in a way that briefly sounded like you from across a room. And everything I had carefully constructed would come apart so quickly and so completely that I could not even be angry about it, because the speed of how fast it fell apart told me exactly how thin it had always been. Pretending takes so much more energy than people understand. It is not passive. It is not simply the absence of honesty. It is active, daily, effortful work. It is making constant decisions about what to say and what to hold back and how to arrange your face and your words and your silences so that the truth stays hidden inside a version of you that everyone finds easier to be around. And I have been doing that work for so long that I forgot what it felt like to just be honest. To not calculate every word before it leaves me. To not monitor my own expression when your name comes up in a room. To not quickly redirect my own thoughts when they start moving in your direction without asking my permission first. I forgot what it felt like to just let what's true simply be true, out loud, without apology, without the performance that comes after to make sure no one noticed. And I am tired. I am so deeply and completely tired. Not of you, never of you, That is the part that makes all of this so difficult to carry. I am tired of the distance between what I feel and what I allow myself to show. Tired of maintaining that distance every single day like it is a job I never applied for and cannot resign from. I am tired of pretending that your absence settled into something comfortable, that I built a life around the space you left and decorated it nicely enough that I stopped noticing the space itself. That I am someone who has genuinely arrived at the other side of this and stands there peacefully without looking back. Because the truth is, I look back, constantly, quietly, in every unguarded moment when the pretending slips just enough to show what's underneath. I look back, and what I find there is not someone who stopped caring. It's someone who cared so much that the only way to survive the distance was to build a wall around it and call the wall indifference. But I am done calling it that. Not because anything has changed between us, not because I have some plan or some expectation about what honesty will create. Simply because the wall costs too much, and I am no longer willing to keep paying for something that was never protecting me anyway. I care about you. I still care about you in ways that are specific and detailed and completely unchanged by everything that has passed between then and now. I care about the way your mind works and the things that make you quiet and the version of you that only appears when you feel completely safe. I care about it all. I never stopped caring about any of it. And I am saying that now, not as an invitation and not as a demand, just as the truth finally allowed out of the room I have been keeping it locked inside. Just as one honest exhale after a very long time of holding my breath. I am tired of pretending. And for the first time in longer than I can remember, I am choosing to simply stop.